Okay, so to begin the drawing, I started with the face. The sideburns, eyebrows, nose, and ears were pretty easy. I redid the eyes later though. I think it turned out pretty well all in all. After that, I added this cap and drew the angry pirate star. Next, it was time for the body. I added the neck and drew the collar so that they ended at his neck. I then drew his shoulders and moved to the gun. I decided to use the ellipse tool for my circle, and proceeded to draw one small and large circle. I detailed the gun a little more, and began the process of making it look like I was actually holding the gun. It took me many tries, but eventually I figured it out. Then, I moved on to the lower body. I drew more of a suit and added a belt where the two flaps that I just drew intersected. The next part is where I decided to get creative with the drawing, and I decided to draw him in a leaping position. I had to erase the legs multiple times to get a good leaping effect, but eventually I got it. After I moved Colt into a more tilted position, I began to draw his bullet. For the bullets, I decided to go for like a circular pattern. And I drew 3 of the bullets, and it would kind of look like they were coming from a screen, and I thought that was a pretty cool effect, so I went with it. Afterwards, I added a belt going around Colt's body to his arm, and I added a holster on his waist belt. I added a wrinkle effect on the lower flaps and drew a third one. Next, I decided to get creative with the drawing and add a background. I decided to go with the mesa and drew some cacti and some rocky mesas. Finally, it was time for coloring. I started by choosing a mild purple and filling in his gloves and cap. I chose a lighter purple for the boots. I made the pants a darker shade of purple and got started on the suit. I colored the outer part of his flap, the star on his cap, and the outer part of his collar bright yellow. Collar. Then I chose a brighter shade of red for the remainder of his suit and a darker red for his gun. Next up was the face. I colored his skin the closest I could to how he is in game. Then I colored in his sideburns and added a line effect. I decided to move away from the face for the time being, colored in the belt and the satchel light brown. Then I moved on to the pants and added a striped pattern, as shown as his skin. I went back to the face and started to blend the nose and making it look 3D. After many failed attempts, I finally got the effect I was looking for. Then I focused on the bullets, settling on giving them a dark gray, light gray, lighter gray pattern. I gave this guy a bright blue color, and it was also around here that I decided to redo the left arm because I didn't like how it looked. I started shading on the suit's lower flaps, choosing a darker red and shading around them. Eventually, I got the desired effect. I did the same process for the upper body and the areas around the suit flaps. I also shaded the gloves. As seen here, I tried to use an effect that would maybe make it look a little realistic. For this glove, I wanted like a light effect. I think it turned out pretty good. I had a light purple shading effect on his cap to make it look like it does in-game. Alright, so next I added the color to the ground and the misses, as well as detailing the cacti. I tried to give the cacti a shading effect, or a shadow effect, which I think turned out pretty well. I detailed the ground with a few cracks and holes, and then drew Colt's shadow. I gave the bullets a glinting effect, which I thought looked pretty cool and realistic, using the neon tool. I used the same effect on the belt buckle. With a few more additions to Colt's face, the drawing was complete. Well guys, that was the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.